Going live. And we live.
He is France. I am Vlad. This is Let's Talk BattleRap.com. On today's show, got an amazing show for you today, man. We're going to talk about 40 bars versus John John the Don. We also got the I Heard report from the 3-day URL weekend. Of course, we're going to talk about Danny versus Marv, No Country for Old Men, EK versus B Magic. Also, EK got a fire card coming up, and it's called Rome. And you know, France was at ibattle this weekend, getting freaky with Frizzy. So now, without any further ado, I bring to you my main man, France. What up, player?
Yo, listen, man. Fresh off of so many events going down this past weekend. Bruh, it felt like the old days where it's like it was so many events, you couldn't be everywhere. You try to watch everything. Remember that one weekend in December back, I think in like 2018 or 19, it was 5 events at once. It was 5 live streams. It's like Gates.
It was like League Pass, bro.
It was like League Pass, bro. It was just like battle here, battle there, battle here, battle there. So it was a really crazy Saturday, and URL was the only one not streamed, so we have to kind of revert to the old school. Hey, what you hear? Check the Twitter updates. Refresh the time.
I heard,
you know, and we brought back the I Heard report. You know, we used to do the I Heard report back in the day when we couldn't be in the building for stuff. We brought it back for y'all today because we heard a lot of things.
Yeah, and we heard. All right, so you can read between the lines with that one. We heard some things, so we're gonna get into that. But overall, man, a weekend jam-packed with battle rap. So without no further ado, man, let's get to it, player. Let's start off with John John's Pandemic 2 card, France, a card that was heavily anticipated. Definitely was looking forward to it. Had some battles on there that I had my eyes on because somebody was on pack watch. That somebody wasn't able to show up, man. The Birds couldn't deliver him down to Atlanta. He couldn't make it. A couple other battles fell apart, man. Charlie Clips, I don't know where you at. And
the whole card.
Damn, man. It was just sad, bro. We just watched it fall apart in front of our eyes. Dead ass talk had to hold down the chat with everything with Avocado. John had to come up there with the puppy face. But all in all, 40 versus John was still a fire battle. Also, X from New York, he definitely stood out from the weekend. So let's start, man. You want to knock out the quick early battles, give our little recaps on them because we know that John did the tournament. He saw these guys. He brought them out to put them in front of our eyes to be on a big card like this. So we don't want to just, push them to the side. Let's talk about some of the highlights quickly of the individuals we thought stood out from the preliminary card.
Only got to catch Mallory's battle. And I want to say that content wise, she was definitely there, but wasn't able to be clean. How I'm used to seeing her, which I guess these are just the bumps in the road. She's still fairly new to the game, so you're gonna have days and nights like this. And I think it's good to have days and nights like this real early in your career, so that you can know what this feels like to never want to feel it again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And that's all I really got to say about that. I didn't get a chance to watch
all right. Well, that one I did get to see, France, and I gotta say, man, the dude from Memphis. Oh, what up, D Gooden just came up in the house. A boy from Memphis, he raps way too fast, man. That Memphis accent is definitely a cheat code. Some of the punchlines a little simple and all that, but he definitely had a presence there. There's potential. You can mold this dude to be into something. But X, on the other hand, man, he was just ready. He had his punchlines ready. He had the aggression, the delivery, everything. Performance was just very poised, just knew how to interact with the crowd. Jay Black in the house. What up, player? So, he definitely showed a lot of promise, but he definitely took that 3-0 clearly. He showed that he was definitely outclassing my boy from Memphis. So, X the GOAT, I want to say, is that his name? X the GOAT? X the God.
No, I'm the GOAT.
I don't know what X, baby. Whatever X you was, baby. You did your damn thing, baby. Now I mean, word. Now, let's get to the main event. 40 bars versus John Don. Let's go, baby. Y-O.
I want to say before we start with 40 and John, I just want to read some stuff from John. He got a chance to talk a little bit about his card, all kind of, falling apart, unfortunately, for him. And by the way, it was his birthday, too. You know what I'm saying? Happy belated birthday. His birthday was Sunday. They brought a cake out for him with, like, all his accolades and everything on it on Saturday to celebrate, and couldn't even enjoy his birthday, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The older you get, these birthdays just become less and less enjoyable. But
Yo, the older you get, man, birthdays becomes like punches to the gut, man. But you happy they here though, man. Word.
Yeah. So he says here, just want to read some of these updates that he gave in regards to the card. He said he's gonna try to move the clone and JC battle to Oakland. And in regards to what happened with JC, said JC asked me to fly out Saturday morning. So he purchased his flight Saturday morning, but the flights kept getting delayed, and JC had a layover. So when his first flight got delayed so much, he would have missed his layover anyway, to the point where he wouldn't have even made it till like 10 o'clock that night. So that was over for. He said with Clips, it was basically just bad timing. Clips was still with DNA, obviously the
DNA's mom's passing in the funeral
holding down his mom's and the funeral and a whole lot of stuff. He's still in New York, and they also were moving around. They were with hip hop gamers, so it felt like there was a lot going on in Clips' life the last 2 weeks. So maybe he couldn't make it for that circumstance. And he said Ease. I'm gonna read this exactly here. He says, as far as Ease, he said he had a situation and could not show up. That's all he said. We don't know what that is. And then John ended it with saying, sometimes shit is just out of your hand, but I know I didn't drop the ball and I did everything on my part. And, them chargebacks got to hurt today, right? Somebody had to call their banks, right?
Listen, and if I'm those people, if I'm John, I can't really be mad for people asking, right? France, we gotta do the dirty job here, because otherwise, they're gonna start waving them flags with the big C on it, saying he's compromised.
He's compromised.
He's compromised. Compromised, blood. Yeah, France. People want to know: should these things have been announced as soon as it was known by the league owner, or was it announced? How do we go about this? How do we feel about this as far as announcements of cancellations as the consumer?
I genuinely feel like he didn't know all these battles weren't happening till Saturday morning, bro.
All right.
And so I guess the sooner
we didn't find out until the stream started.
That's true.
I'm just playing fair. I'm just playing both sides, man. We're the equalizers. We put the info out. You decide it.
Listen, I think if the kindness of your heart wants to say, yo, it's out of his control that this entire card fell apart. It's his birthday. I want to just let him keep this money. I want to just salute him for still holding it down. You can do that, kindness of your heart. But if you're also a consumer that says, I don't feel like what I paid was worth John and 40, and I didn't get everything that I paid for, you're also in the right. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there's a black and white. I feel like there's a gray area here for this, for real. You know what I'm saying? So both sides.
And I want to throw John some grace. He's the cards, his production, the way that he's handled business.
Yo, the camera work. We ain't talking about this yet because we ain't talking about 40 and John. The camera work was crazy.
It was, man. It was. Yo, your man's been getting busy, man, with the cameras and the backgrounds and all that. I can't front, man. He's been getting busy. He's definitely been getting busy, man. Salute to Avocado. Salute to Ruin Your Day. They put on some great production. Yeah, man. So we're left with that. And I feel bad for John. It is his birthday. I'm not going to be like, yo, give me my bread back. Things happen. And he's had a decent track record. You know what I'm saying? So except for the Super Bowl thing, but he made that up with a free stream. So I don't want to hear the thing that, so feel bad for the man, but he still has to battle. He still has to put on against a 40 bars who she was ready for war, son.
Was she ever?
She was ready for war, friends. Let's get into this, man. 40 versus John Dadon.
Yo, so let me give you a description of how I'm watching this battle. I'll pull up on my phone, watching the pay-per-view. I'm in an Uber on my way to iBattle. You know what I'm saying? I hop out the Uber, and I think I'm still in the second round. And when I hop out the Uber, I see somebody in a green hoodie all the way down, and they just. And I'm like, I don't know who that is, but that's definitely somebody rehearsing. Let me go this way.
Get their balls off.
And then out of nowhere, he goes, "Yo, Frisk, what up?" And then goes back to. And then I'm like, who is this guy? I get closer. It is Bill Collector.
Oh, get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's Bill Collector. So Bill's like, you want to hear this round? I'm like, I'm hearing the round as we speak. Like, I'm still like walking around watching this battle. And so he's like, all right, yeah, just watch the battle here. I'm gonna just keep. So I'm here on the side. It started raining, so I'm under like a little
Little
bit of a
canopy.
hood. Yeah, so I'm under something so I don't get hit with the rain. And he's here in the rain, hoodie down, just practicing. I'm like, this guy's a maniac. But I'm also crazy because I'm here watching a battle while I watch him rap go into a battle rap event. Like it was just ridiculous.
Yo, come on, man. It's like the Spider-Man meme over here, man. Y'all just do it. There's too much battle rapping going on. Yo, let me hear your round while I'm watching 40. I can multitask. That was fire. That was fire. Damn, 40 hit him. Damn. Yeah, nah. Change that though. Change that.
Yeah, wow. yeah. I like John second round how he started off. First I was like, all this real freaky.
Then we gonna just skip the first round. We'll get to the freaky first part next. You know what I'm saying? But let's start off first round.
Start with the first round. Good first round from both. I thought 40 kind of just overall just did what she does best, and I think she was in a room that kind of really catered to that because you hear the ad libs behind her. They're not listening. Say it again. So I just felt like, all right, that's it. This is gonna be a pen room. 40's about to shine. And John's going to have to find a way to out charisma her and do all the other stuff that he does better in his game.
That's how but France though, man, 40's delivery and performance was way up, man. The sliders were up.
Okay,
come on, man. We've seen a gang of 40 battles. Yeah. We know when the sliders are up, and we in this battle also the sliders did come down by the third round. But the first two rounds though, the sliders were up. She definitely was way focused. The content was locked in. When 40 is super duper locked in, like she's able to step it up. And I felt like John's first round was heat for sure. And then 40 just came out. She was just like, she just kept bombing on him. And I'm kind of like, oh. All right, man. She got the performance, the delivery, and the bars are crazy. And it was just CompuBox count, man. It was like 40 out punched them that first round. And we get to the freaky froze section, man. And
I just felt like 40 won that first round. I felt like 40 like clearly took that first round. And so then when John starts off his second round with this little freaky descriptive humor that I was like, you know, I'm here. Keep in mind the setting that I'm in. All right. Remember what I told you how I was watching this battle
under canopy style, straight Usher video. Watching and Bill Collector's doing the Usher dance moves, practicing his round. So this is how you're watching this battle.
So this is all just a crazy experience. So I'm listening to John. I'm like, where's he going with this? And then he stops and then repeats it all in bar form. He says, slow it down, or let me put in the subtitles, or let me John the Don this.
That's my lingo.
And it was fire. Too? No, when he brought it back, I was like, oh, I didn't see this coming.
France, that was one hell of a killer crossover, man. I did not see that misdirection because I was tweeting at that point, we reached that point in the battle where it gets freaky, and now we're forced to imagine these two battle rappers getting it on. And last time a situation on stage got freaky, it was with Freaky Froze, and he put the imagination of Froze and Shayna Ashley getting it on in my brain, and I'm still trying to burn that image out of my brain right now. It's still a little bit left in there, but we getting it out. So I'm like, here we go, man. John wants to, and I'm like, okay, here we go. But then he brought the misdirection, and he just put it in bar form, basically. Instead of wanting to lay the pipe, he wanted to, blast her and this and that. It turned into a whole gun bar type situation, and I just thought it was mad creative. The misdirection was really dope because it took me to a point where I was like, here we go. And it was like, yo, all right. Okay, John. That was very creative, man. I appreciated that. And I felt like he kept the creativity going. He even added humor in his second round too. And he was just mad comfortable. I thought it was an overall just well-rounded round because he still had the bars and all that stuff and the aggression, and with the misdirection in the beginning, that's something that I haven't really seen too much of that lately in battle rap. And it definitely caught me by surprise because I didn't see that one happening.
That was slick. That was a slick little sham god. You know what I'm saying? Like
he hit her with the nutmeg, yo.
Yo, that
40's like, whoa.
and that was interesting because that's how John kind of described his battle in the post-game interview where he's like, end quote, my rounds were better, they were more layered, and ultimately they were just kind of more versatile. So he planned it to be that way. So on camera, you can also feel all the versatility. He feels like he performed at a higher level than her in all these other categories. So I think that round is a great example of how he is able to do a little bit of everything in the battle. But 40 comes back and her pen is still lethal.
And the performance is still up. Like the sliders are still up too, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was barring away like crazy, son. Like, this isn't the bar for bar breakdown. We're not gonna do all that. There were just way too many
Quick.
bars. You got
To
some?
plug the bar for bar breakdown. We got our rook Jay Smo
Yes,
doing a
sir.
write up for the actual individual battle. You know
And
what I'm
you can
saying?
go to letstalkbattlerap.com and you'll be able to read that article for the full breakdown. So once again, that's letstalkbattlerap.com. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and share the broadcast out. If you're on Twitter, Sun God, we seen you in here. Jay Black, we seen you in here. Dreads, we seen you in here. Share this out, retweet, repost, let everyone know that we're live, because we're live every Monday, 9:30 to 9:45-ish. So you can rock out with your boys, man. So share, let everyone know, spread the word.
Jay Smo was like, "Hey man, the whole car fell apart. I guess I don't got to cover the car." I said,
"Get your ass back in that room. Write the report." What's your name, Jay Smo? Toby, write the report.
Thought you was getting off the hook.
Hell no, man. Hell no. But yeah, man, she was going ham the second round. It did not stop, France.
Yeah.
But that was a difficult round for me to judge, because for me, 40's barring away. She still has a performance. She still has a delivery. But John John's round was so damn creative and well-rounded, and he hit it with the Sham God nutmeg that I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. That round is hella close. If you got 40, I understand why. If you got John, I understand why. So that second round is going to have to be a rewatch to me to really say this is who I definitively got winning that round. But now we get to the third.
How'd you feel about the third round?
All right, the third round, man. John started off with the paper towel, because John was like, "Yeah, I had to make sure I had the paper towels ready because I be sweating, And I was like, "John, I feel you, man. Our follically challenged homies over here, man. Like, we don't got the sweat to capture, we don't got the hair to capture the sweat, so you got to keep the paper towels." But he found a way to turn it into a prop, because he was like, "Your delivery is like the paper towel, dry off the rip." Whoosh, and you see all the dust flying off from the papers. I'm like, come on, John. You could have got the Bounty 2-ply joints. Your man got the Dollar General single ply, easy to tear, asthma causing joints. It was ridiculous, man. Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Money Mark in the building. What up?
So that sometimes you just tap into some creativity, and it just goes so far out the realm that every idea sounds as good as the last one.
He got it off though. Pause. No freaky. He got it off though. He got it off. He got it off. And he he kept the foot on the pedal, man. Like, it was a good round once again. And I felt like with 40's round, the sliders came down. Yeah.
Like, bring down the energy and the relentless. Like, this was probably her weakest round out of the three.
Yeah. Man. So so that round I'm giving to John. So it all will be down to the second. I only saw this battle one time, and France was shooting Usher videos with Bill Collector outside of a motorcycle club in Staten Island. So he only saw that one time also. But overall, though, I thought it was a dope battle. I thought it definitely lived up to the hype for me for a main event. I got nothing bad to say about this battle. This was fire, and they promoted it well. Salute to both of them, man. So salute that. Dope battle, man. And on top of that, 40 wasn't playing. She ain't let John slide, because she brought up the DV angle. You know what I'm saying? She
shot at his mom. She shot at his mom with a dime.
She called his mom the B word. Two times.
And then afterwards, she's like, I'm sorry. You sorry, Mama. You just had to catch it. I'm sorry, Mama Don. I'm sorry. And her interview, she was like, oh my God, it was so corny. I love her. It just had to happen. I'm sorry. I still love
man.
You.
Yeah. That was wild. I mean, it wasn't as wild as Geechee calling Remy the B word. You know what I'm saying? But that was kind of crazy. And John defended his situation for the first time. He's like, hey, man, they tried to put me in a bad scenario. They was getting at me. So, but no one was to hear the man's side of the story. So I do want to say that they definitely brought angles that they didn't leave anything out there on the table. So salute to both of them. Even though they're friends, they definitely put on a dope fire battle. I'm sorry the card fell apart. I definitely was looking forward to JC versus Clone, if that's going to be in Oakland.
We know why.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's on pack watch. But
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to that battle though being rescheduled, and salute to John and what he's doing, because that was not an easy task trying to entertain after things went left like that. But
And John right back at it in 2 weeks. So
golly,
the stress ain't over yet, sir.
like clips of will clips be on this card?
Hey,
The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Clips might have to pull the Dragon Ball Z, or I'm sorry, a grind time and battle twice in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, no one can take that much torture, France. Like, this not happening, man.
Yo, 6 rounds of clips in a day.
Nah, Paul. First of all, Paul. Second of all, hell no, man.
It sounds like pure terrorism. I'm not gonna
Oh my gosh, man. Drop that man off in the part of the world where they got that drama going on right now. And I bet you he'll bring the peace. Oh, make him stop. No more freestyles, my friend. No.
It would be a historical day of terrorism. I think I'm more intrigued now that I say it.
Oh, you down for that? Okay. All right, man. You down for that? Hey, listen, everyone on Twitter, if you're watching live right now, return of the mat, salute to you. If you guys want to chat, we know, man, it's blue checks only that can chat. We cannot control that. Elon is wilding, but you guys can go under the comments section of this tweet. France, if you could please pin the tweet maybe so everyone could just log on and maybe just get in the comment section if they want to, or we can respond to you there. All right. So we just want to let everybody know what's going on. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everybody. All right. France, man, let's move on now, brother. Now it's time to go out west, man, because it got crazy. Yeah. And they had a card out there in Utah. And by this point, dog, I'm just tired, man. And old man nap came through. I wake up, France, it's about 1 a.m. or something like that, I think.
Surprised you woke up.
Oh, yeah. You know, man, I got an 8-month-old, man. You know what I'm saying? So, brother just be waking up for no reason. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Danny versus Marv is about to happen. I didn't miss it. Boom. I'm watching this live, you know? So, I tuned in, man, and them brothers ain't let me down, man. All the brothers 40 plus, man. Marv has been having a dope year. He has been, he's been kicking ass this year. His pen has been fire. Marv has not been slacking. Danny Myers has 28 battles so far this year. I do not know how he does not have battle rap CTE yet. I don't know. He probably goes, oh, this is left and not left. That's how he's able to tell which direction he's going in. So Danny Myers, 28 battles in this year. He's battling Marv, and the battle was what you expected, man. Marv's slick wordplay versus Danny's aggression, parallel universe, whirling dervish, Tasmanian devil style in the middle of a strip club in Utah. It was dope, man. You got a chance to check this battle out, right, Fred?
I woke you up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you didn't know such things, sir. You know,
I sent you a message when when it started.
That you did. That you definitely did. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, at one point of the battle, before I get to it round by round, Danny was so amped with energy that he's like ramping up to a bar, and he just goes. And then he like rips the lavalier mic off or something, because then we don't hear the audio no more. But you see the crowd going crazy. We're like, I don't know what just landed, but they love it. So
I don't know what happened, man. I was like, Danny went ham for the first time ever. Yeah. The man ripped his damn, and I don't know what those bars were, but I do got to say, man, Marv's execution is just. It's like a metronome, always on time, man. Oh,
it's just so smooth, man. Like his first round, like he's just literally just gliding, and you're watching him work, and you're just like damn near enamored and hypnotized by the way it's just like, yo, I'm gonna be able to talk to you. I'm gonna big myself up. I'm gonna give you some slick punchlines and wordplay in the mix. I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of everything, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna feel my presence. You're gonna hear my my aura when I speak. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Marv walks in the room, you know he's there.
It's like a professor's almost in the room. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
like it's coming close to that time of the midterms or the finals. You're like, man, I can't mess around and crack jokes no more. I gotta pay attention, sit up straight, and do my damn work now. That's what it feels like when Marv is rapping, man. It's like Principal Joe Clark up in there, man.
Yes. The stir smooth sands, man. It's just it's great. And it's real patient too, because like all of it's methodical. Where like he's not. Like you said, Danny's relentlessly with like his energy and aggression. He's rapping fast and yelling. Marv is more like,
hey, look, dude, calm down, be smooth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it just it the contrast of both their styles, plus like I hear Lush one like, oh, this might be the oldest battle ever. We ain't gotta put that on blast. Well, you already did, brother. You're mic'd up. We can hear you. We can hear you. You know what I'm saying?
My God, man.
So the contrast of their style plus who they are to this game, how they've been this year, that shit was it was all dope all around, honestly.
Danny with the rebuttals and stuff. Danny's hilarious though. In the third round, he goes, oh, man, I got a rebuttal for that, but I just ain't gonna use it. I'm like, Danny, we can hear you speaking out loud to yourself.
I'm trying to remember what current event bar Danny had. It was like, oh, he's the first one to say it. Damn, he had one that was like that just happened. Let me see if I have it written down here.
But overall though, man,
yeah, battle
was stupid. I did not expect to be awake to see that battle, but it definitely lived up to the hype. I don't know, man. On first and only watch, I felt like Marv with a squeaky edge, but it was so damn late and so much was going on. And on top of that, I did not get to hear Danny's haymaker when he did the Hulk Hogan and ripped off the microphones and went berserko. So, I got to omit that a little bit. So that kind of, hinders me from giving a full decision. I'd want to see it again. But Marv was just he just was relentless, man, chopping blades.
Damn, I'm trying to see what bar Danny had that I definitely perked my ear. I was like, about that. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. It was like the Saw movie bar. I can't remember right now, but
probably a Taylor Swift movie bar. But
so you got Marv on the first watch. You kind of like.
Yeah. I just kind of like But like I said, man, it was definitely a close battle, and I didn't get to hear the end of Danny's third because he ripped his mic off. Pause. So, it's kind of tough to make that. But I heard everything Marv said. Marv wasn't playing, man, all three.
Not at all. Then after that, we get Emerson Kennedy versus B Magic.
I'm him up.
Emerson Kennedy on his world tour. You know what I'm saying? It's been a fantastic year for him. I can't begin to list all the names he's battled, but once you put that shit on paper, you're gonna just be like, he did what? He did what this year? And it's just been nothing short of phenomenal. In fact, it deserves more praise. Battle rap needs to appreciate EK more because outside of the ring, he's also doing it on the production side. He's also giving a platform to have other people make content. It's a lot of great things coming out of EK right now. As far as being an artist and a producer, come on, man.
Sorry, man. I'm from Brooklyn, man. Yeah, you said it, not me, bro.
Yes, but just let it pass sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, I'll be mature. Okay.
At least when we're trying to praise somebody, you feel me?
All right, go ahead.
I don't know. You go ahead.
I'm just messing around. Yes. EK, man, he's got the vision. He's got the locations, the secret locations, the sets that he's bringing. And on top of that, he's helping to produce some of the best content that's out there. I mean, he's bringing us daylight on a weekly basis to break down battles and talk all of his shenanigans.
I don't know if I need that.
All right. Well, maybe you don't, but I need daylight in his Gucci horse to show up and act silly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got Geechee. You can't be mad at that. He's got Jazz on his programs, and on top of that, he's making all those little shows and not little shows. He's making all of those shows and everything. So, salute to him. That brother is definitely a creative mind in battle rap that we definitely need to be around for a long time, man, to help this thing, move further. So, and like you said, man, he's on his world tour with Muhammad, his man, and he's in his hometown battling the legend himself, the reinvigorated legend, B Magic. And this battle was dope, man. B Magic's first. He was smooth. He was smooth. He was doing his thing, dropping the punches, boom, boom, boom. But at the end of the first round, I'm like, all right, man, this is beatable though. This is definitely beatable. And he had a slight little, here, but it was smooth, dope. EK comes out, he's at home. It's almost like this is a cheat code right here, man. This is I don't want to use Karl Malone. He's got some sketchy stuff going on, but another Utah legend, you know what I'm saying, man. And he definitely was. I can't hear you, Frank. What are you doing? You muted yourself.
My fault. I said he dissed Karl Malone in the battle.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was saying I don't even want to use that man's name. You know what I mean? Yeah, who's the dude that's the star there now? Clarkson. He was getting his Clarkson on. You know what I'm saying? They're all of
his Laurie Markkinen on.
Oh man. Nah, Jordan Clarkson. I think they all got the same background mix up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a little Philippine. Is it because he's from Finland? You know what I'm saying? He's an all-star.
Why can't we get the brother some love, friends? Huh?
We want an all-star. Because Jordan Clarkson wasn't an all-star. That's why.
Sixth man of the year, though, right? I think, right? Yes. I got NBA League Pass. I should know that. Yeah. Anywho, EK was on him, though, man. First round, EK was on him. And that first round for me went to EK. And then you can see immediately B Magic said, oh, hell no, cuh. And he turned up in that second round. I mean, everything, delivery, pace, punches got harder. Like he was okay. Now we are in a slugfest, and B Magic went. He took off that second round, man. Take off. It was fire. So B Magic definitely saw the graffiti on the wall and said, nah, if I'm gonna win this battle, I'm gonna have to turn up because EK is taking this serious at home. I can't F around. And he showed us why he is B Magic in that second round. France, your thoughts?
No, I completely concur. But I actually like EK second round a lot too. I thought it was probably his best round. So I was really like at a toss up between both of them because like Magic's been on this like real sustainable, consistent like level of performing this entire year, and I love that he's found this new bag to be in because like it's high level, it's almost vintage, it's still up to date, and it's still to who he is, and more importantly, it's competitive. It's not like we're just like happy that he's showing up and being good because at one point, he was very inconsistent for a while, and we're just happy if he got through his material cleanly. No, it's not that no more. It's this guy can actually probably smoke you if you're not on point. Like this is who he is right now. Honestly, but I'm gonna hit the narrative button a few times in this podcast. One of them now. I think B Magic's the top 20 battle rapper this year. You know what I'm saying? So like when it's all said and done, throw him on the list. I don't know what spot. But I feel like that list will be incomplete without what B Magic's done this year.
If you look at all the battles he had this year, he ain't got no whack ones. He ain't got no whack battles. He's everywhere. And he's competitive in all the battles. So it's like B Magic, man. Good job, yo. Like this is an example of someone who just worked through the adversity, worked through what folks were saying about him. And at a point where people were knocking the level that he was at, and hey, he wasn't delivering all the time either. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of fair. You know what I mean? But B Magic worked his way back up to like someone now when he's on the card. I'm like, yeah, Magic is on the card and I want to hear what bars he has. And, all the battles are competitive, entertaining, dope. So B Magic, man, I don't know if he's the comeback player of the year, but he's definitely on fire this year, man. So look, the tooth is here. Salute, King. Salute, King. Top tier media in the house, man. Salute.
Shout out to the tooth. We're gonna talk about B Magic some more because he's also on the Rum card. So we'll
yes, he is, man.
And lastly, at the end of the night,
third round, yeah.
Oh, the third round, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just listening to the battle. I actually want to like rewatch again as well. Like all these battles, I watched it real late. You as well, so I got to enjoy it. I got to enjoy it more than judge it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I love Magic and Emerson Kennedy's second round. I want to watch that third round again.
Yeah, because EK got real political, and he was talking about his mans who got jealous of him because that was his dream. And I'm like, EK, if your man is watching this right now, he's probably on Pack Watch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know about
call him alone and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you, big dog, man. So dope battle, and man. So and then France. I'll let you take the lead on this one, man, because I was thrown for a loop. I didn't know what was happening, but we got further clarification. So
All right.
let's get to
So
that. A.Ward versus Atheist was supposed to be shown, but
yeah,
let's
so
get to that.
A.Ward versus Eighth is supposed to be on the pay per view as well. It's another one of the main headliner battles for this card. Shouts to Mike Masters, by the way. Very great production, good commentary, dope event,
Oh,
cheap
amazing.
event. Make sure to salute the platform too because they put on what I would call a very professional event, despite it being late, but in a different time zone, so we can't blame them for that.
They in Utah, man.
Yeah. So A.Ward finds out, I guess, the day of or last minute that the pay per view is streaming on URL's Caffeine channel. So he tweets out and quote, this is from A.Ward. My battle was not available for the live stream or for VOD. I made that decision when I found out it was streaming on URL's channel. It'll be on YouTube though. So, you know, there's a decision.
Yeah, and I was actually looking forward to seeing even though I have no idea who Atheist is, but I'm like A.Ward versus Atheist. Like, there's some content right here, so definitely was looking forward to that. But I do understand why he did what he did. You know, he doesn't have any battles on URL, so why let this one be the first one? You know, in any shape, form, or fashion. And on top of that, if he did not know, because he is a busy man, so he may not have known. So if he
Yeah.
didn't know, I'm not really mad at him for pulling an executive decision and saying my first time being broadcasted on anything URL related will not be here like it has to be the way I want it to be. He's like, you're not gonna pull a Jim Jones and get me on your song and put Game in his first video. You know what I'm saying? For certified gangsters. And Interscope and G Unit is like, yo, what the hell, man? We put millions of dollars into you. You over here with this Jerry Curl dude. It's like, what's happening here? So
right.
salute to you, man.
No,
Salute.
precisely that. Maybe he's been busy. Well, he's very busy, so he didn't get a chance to notice that it was going to be on the URL Caffeine channel. He did see that the flyer said pay per view on Caffeine, and the pay per view was available for purchase prior to Saturday. So maybe he just didn't see it. But I want to just take the time to say that, like, if he hasn't been tapped in, I want to reiterate for him and for everybody out there, like, Caffeine has been a hub at this point for other leagues. Like, they've been able to use the URL channel because obviously it's the biggest battle rap channel on that platform to pretty much sublet all of these other pay-per-views available. So don't be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, is Caffeine out throwing battles away from URL? Well, other leagues have been on Caffeine all year long. Where have you been? Gates of the Garden's been there. Bullpen's been there. We Go Hard, Bars and Roses, Mike Masters from this past weekend, Battle Academy, OSBL. Am I missing anyone? That's already the Riot. You know what I'm saying? I already named 8 leagues that have used the URL channels to live stream their events. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Rome, that's going to be happening this end of this month. Emerson Kennedy's event from his production company. So that's 9 different leagues that have been on Caffeine that are not with URL. Everyone can, oh, but the URL, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, like these are different leagues using the platforms to stream their events. Like, this has been happening all year long. You know what I'm saying? I don't get the confusion. Like, I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, now they're throwing events without URL. Well, have you been paying attention? There's been events. There's been more events away from URL this year on Caffeine than the actual URL events.
Cuban in the house. Cuban Hood, what up, player?
Cuban Hood in the house.
I guess, yeah, that's the thing. It's like people are screaming out, they're throwing these events without URL, but it's on URL's channel. So it's like, what are you confused at? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know, whatever story you want to create, I guess you can in battle rap. You know, I guess it could be a little confusing to consumers who are like, okay, I want to watch a Mike Masters thing, but I have to go to URL channel. That part I understand from consumers.
That part is a much better part to complain about because I feel like all these leagues that have done this using the URL channel to sublet their pay-per-view stream, right? Yes, like they haven't fully announced or marketed properly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes these events aren't available for purchase till like it goes live, and then a lot of them, or as of recently, they have VOD, but at first they kind of didn't. So it's like, yo, am I just watching it one time and I'm going to miss it?
It's like
and
a crapshoot.
And then also the first couple streams they weren't working. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a much more array and valid section of complaints if we're going to talk about this topic than the actual topic of, oh, look at that, Caffeine's throwing events without URL. Don't forget, URL and Caffeine are still together right now. Will they be at the end of this year? To be determined. You know what I'm saying? I bet you they're not with them anymore. You won't see all these platforms using their channel.
Hello.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let's be very clear here. I'm pretty sure they also use them UFC tactics, and they probably got a non-compete clause too. All right, so when they're gone, you won't be seeing no more battle rap there, or at least not from their channel. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, man. But
yeah.
moving on, France. Next topic: EK's Rome's card, player.
Perfect timing. So we're talking about this Caffeine and other leagues having events on Caffeine. Is it over? Is it over for the URL? It's just a little research that's required, bro. Just a little research, a little self-awareness, and maybe some questions being asked. But why?
Come on, man.
And out of all weekends where there was like 5 events, this is what y'all chose to talk about?
Keep your URL out there, mouse.
Yeah, it can't help it. So I don't want to talk about no other battles. Rome, this card is fire, man. Shouts to Emerson Kennedy. I love the idea of short cards, man. 4 battles, 5 battles max. You know what I'm saying? I'm very exhausted with the 7, 8, 9, 10s. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that has been going to events for over 15 years now.
Feet be hurting, dog.
Bro, this is no way to sustain this physical taxation you put on your body. It's no matter how many events you go to, this shit is just unsustainable for all parties involved. And when are we gonna wake up and realize like we need to make this experience enjoyable for us if nobody else?
Yo, staying at home, man, has been the most enjoyable way to watch battle rap as of late.
You know what? You're right.
Days of being in the crowd, dog. Yes. Feet hurting, just annoyed, like the intermissions and all. It's always fun. Don't get me wrong, but by the time you get home, you're wrecked, yo. So nice, sweet 4 battle card, man. Emerson Kennedy's got lined up. Let's get to the card, player.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll complain about that a bit more later. Last Second C presents Rome, October 28th, live on Caffeine. You know what I'm saying? We got New Jersey Twork versus Jazz the Rapper as a headliner. We got A.Ward versus Marv 1. Marv is back outside. You know what I'm saying? So 2 weeks from now, you'll be seeing Marv 1 battle again. Sheed Happens versus B Magic. Another battle for B Magic. 2 more weeks, we'll see him outside again. And Real Name Brandon versus J Mills, a battle that we've all been waiting for.
Where'd that battle come from, friends?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the only platform that could get this one through customs, because you know what I'm saying. This was if this was on the gold letter, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're wilding right now. They're like, yo, you want Jazz and Twork? You gotta take Brandon and Mills. It's a package deal. All right, EK. You got to take both. Can't have one without the other.
Because it's not. Now I'm like, all right. I'll watch it.
At least I got Jazz and Twork. I'm cool with the other 3. Hey, I will say this though. Mills showed up versus John the Don. You know what I'm saying? So he figured out a little formula that worked way better than what was happening before. So I will say that I will be intrigued to see where he goes with this, because it's not John. It's not in Yonkers. You know, it's going to be limited crowd. The energy might be different. Which J Mills is going to show up? If this man continues to progress, fire. I love to see our legends continue to be dope. We just complimented B Magic on bouncing back after, you know, taking a few steps back. So I'm looking out for that. Real Name Brandon, I ever since that 25K, I don't know, bruh. You know, so, but moving up the card though, we have what? B Magic versus
Sheed Happens. That's a banger.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
See, now Magic battling 2 weeks apart. I just hope, you know, like he has been very consistent this year. I think this is going to be the first time this year. Let me pull up his schedule. I actually have it in front of me.
Okay. They got the whole database here.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's gonna be the second. It's gonna be the second time this year that he's battled within 2 weeks.
What was the last one he did 2 weeks?
He battled Nestle March 25th and KD April 2nd. Okay, so that's a week apart. So I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. He's shown to me the past year some change. He's been consistent over like a good sample size, like 8, 9, 10 battles. Yeah. So I think he'll be fine. But nonetheless, Sheed and Magic, very, very, very competitive style clash in that small environment. What I don't know is it going to be an empty room, or is it going to be a small intimate room where it's like a little bit of a crowd? I don't know.
It's not going to be in that setting that we just saw. That little Batman's lair. No,
it is going to be there. I just don't know if they plan to make it empty, or
I don't want to see anybody else. Put the people behind the camera. Just let the battlers battle and let me hear the reactions, because when it's that enclosed and that cinematic. I don't need to see people rolling up their blunts like, you're fire, and all this other goofiness.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see the people rapping, man. I don't want to
Hey,
see
listen.
people.
I agree with you. I just don't know what they're gonna do. So
I don't know
I
either.
don't.
But if we can give our suggestion, man, like
Yeah.
but I mean, the people who would be there though, I think Emerson would invite a crowd that's savvy enough for the camera.
Yeah.
But I
Nonetheless,
just
I
want to
know.
see the
None,
battlers, man. That's cinematic.
Nonetheless, whether it's just the battlers or an intimate crowd, I still think stylistically the two of them could have a very fun battle
They
in this
definitely can,
environment.
man. For
You
sure,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? So we haven't seen She in a little minute, so he well
It's a
rested.
2-on-2, right?
Yeah. Oh, he battled 40 bars for one round in July, I believe, or August. But that's pretty much been it for real, for real.
She
So
should be rejuvenated and be
yes,
magic. Keep killing.
absolutely.
And the other battle
And
on that card?
Ace Amin versus Marv one, who you were just praising.
All right, man. Okay. Marv, fire all year. Fire all year. Like I said, metronome, always on time, man. He's been on time in all year.
Smooth.
Ace just did his thing at Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? The content is there. Delivery's been a lot cleaner. And it's a limited crowd. I assume there's not going to be any blunt smoking in the crowd, so we don't have to worry about, Ace's lungs collapsing or anything like that. He should be fine. So this battle should be crazy because this battle is going to be the old man versus a guy with 10 joints and in his prime shape of his life. You know what I'm saying? So you got that aspect and whatnot. And the talk is going to be dope, man, because Marv is just his sword game right now, man. Pawns if need be is just he's a samurai right now. And Ace Amin, he's out here trying to chop heads off. You know what I'm saying? He stood toe to toe with Rum Nitty on that stage. Now he's got Marv one that this battle is going to be fire. I'm definitely anticipating a fire battle between those two. And then we got Jazz and Twork, a battle I did not anticipate being on this card. I thought URL was going to try to lock this in for like a Kings and Queens type situation or something like that down the line, but two of their top superstars going head to head. France, your thoughts of this battle?
Real quick, I do want to see before I get my thoughts on Jazz and Twork for Marv. Pretty dope year for him.
Even let you speak.
Yeah, it's cool. Pretty dope year for him. Battle rematch with Disaster. I think it's a one rounder with Luke Castro. Obviously, battled Emerson Kennedy as well. Battles Holmesy. He was on the GTX card against Lunar Sea. Just battled Danny, and now he's got Ace in 2 weeks. Pretty solid year for Marv 1 too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there'll be conversations about him also being a top 20 guy as well.
Yeah.
You know, because people really like the output and the production and the work ethic, and they're just happy to see a legend like Marv as active as he is. You know what I'm saying? So, and even put in work too. So I think he actually has a bunch of other battles too, like some miscellaneous or maybe some more small league battles in between that. I think like Hypnosis and Ron Compton. So put in work. I can't wait to see Marv 1 and Ace. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ace in that environment with the multis.
Hello.
Now for Twork and Jazz, I was having this conversation with shout out to Duchess who did the commentary for iBattle. We got a chance to also talk about a lot of the stuff going on this weekend. We talked a little bit about Jazz and Twork, and she said that she really wanted or would have preferred to see this battle on a stage, Kings and Queens type stuff. And then it hit me. I was like, I think the exact opposite. I think them being on a platform or on a card that you wouldn't expect them to be on is what brings the gravity to a card, which makes them have to realize that I have to really show up to make this event what it is, because the event is centered around me. And Kings and Queens, they might be the headliner, they might not be, but they're going to be surrounded by a bunch of other Kings and Queens that can obviously steal the show. This one right here, you are the show. There's no room for that, you know what I'm saying? Like that little bit of like, I'm not saying they would like be lackluster on URL or not take it as serious, but it's a different level of focus, I think, when it's like, yo, this is my card versus I am on a big card on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with Mike Masters 801 in the building. We just got through saluting you guys for a dope card that you put on, man, and dope content. So salute Mike Masters in the building. France, I gotta keep it 100. France,
yes,
battle versus Geechee, Charlie on that stage. I'm not going back to them. It wasn't much to write home about. For me personally, it didn't live up to the hype for me. I did not enjoy those battles. However, her small setting versus Loso, I know it was a one rounder, I know, but smaller environment, less folks, even as hectic as it was at KOD that day, it was fire. That lived up to the hype. And the thought of them being in an even more controlled environment where they don't have to worry about all that other stuff or trying to really, dance on that stage or overthinking it, like this, I feel like it's an even better environment, man, because if I'm going by my eyeball test, I didn't like the big stage ones with Jazz, but I did like the one with Loso.
Take it a step further with the Loso battle, the Nitty battle in the exact same spot.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Yes. And that's a good battle. I don't care if people feel like, oh, I was expecting this to be an 11 out of 10. Well, they put on a really good battle. You know what I'm saying? They had very high expectations, put on a dope battle. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Nitty had it back to back. So like, you feel however you want to feel about the battle, and it's still debatable. You could argue Jazz beat Nitty. You could literally argue that, and both of them in that same spot. So I think I like Jazz better in this environment as well, especially against the men. And against somebody like Twork, unlike all the other people, right? Like her and Clips had a lot of history, but it's a joke. It's a kind of more of a jokey thing, right? Her and Loso are really cool. Loso, she said it, Loso's in her top 5, but it was a real last minute prep. Like, what was it, 5 days, less than a week? Yeah. The Nitty battle with Cody WOTY thing, just who's the best. This Twork battle, real conversation. Jazz was, don't forget that, when Twork first got in the league, who helped filter that connection? Who helped make the alley-oop to say, yo, Twork.
She brought him home, France? She brought him home?
Twork is Norbs. Norbs is Twork, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you think about that right there, that connection to bridge that gap, that's already a special conversation to be had there.
That's true.
If you see their banter on Twitter, even prior to the battle, Twork is always just disrespecting Jazz.
The promo's going crazy right now.
The promo's going crazy for this. Twork
is quietly. Shame him.
Twork is very quietly, very, very quietly. Twork is in these conversations for the gold at the end of the year as well. You don't hear his name as often, but when you put his year up to against anybody else's year, you start to realize, like, yo, hold up, Jazz, Shoddy Horror. What if he gets a big plate on homecoming? He could be right there in the mix as well. Not even in the mix, right there being a contender. Let me make that career.
Could have been a contender.
And Jazz is Jazz, so she's always going to be up there as well. So this actually has high stakes for both of them.
Big implications, man. Big implications.
Yes.
The implications of Cody and WOTY is the power is in both of their hands. You know what I'm saying? So this battle, yeah, man. Now when you put it that way, being the fact that Jazz discovered New Jersey Twork, brought him to the lights, brought him to Norbs to URL, and now we have Twork. So that's a conversation. And now you got the WOTY Cody, which is really on the line. So that's another conversation to be had too, and more reason to take this battle even more serious and not lollygag and, give us the, brother sister type vibe. I ain't trying to see all that. But both creative, dope writers can, angle punch you also too. Like Jazz in them small rooms, man, has been a problem. Twork has been a problem all year long. He's been super focused. So I expect nothing but greatness from this battle, man. They can't let us down.
I can't wait for it. I'm excited.
Can't let us down, man.
You know what I'm saying? And Twork another person on EK's resume as well, also battled EK.
Yeah.
On the same day, he went to go shoot the promo for Jazz. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of battle rap this year from a lot of, like, the volume has increased for everybody this year. You know what I'm saying?
Bananas, man.
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
I'm about to sit down one day and make a list of everybody's total battles this year and the previous year or so, just to see how much the volume has increased. Because, like, everybody's been battling a lot, in a lot. Crazy, you know what I'm saying?
It's been crazy, man. All right, man. So now, leaving the West Coast, coming back over to the East Coast. France, man, Saturday night, you were in, Staten Island?
Yeah.
Home of iBattle. You went to iBattle, where the Shroom platoon is at, and everybody gets funky and freaky. And let's hear about your Saturday night at the iBattle GOTA9 event.
Gods of the Arena.
Gods of the Arena. Yes. GOTA9.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, when I pulled up, I probably missed the first two battles. I probably missed Rohizi and Mike. But when I got there just in, and I miss JR and Sean got it as well. But when I got there just in time for which battle when I first saw when I got there. I got there for Feeble and Chilla Jones. This was a replacement battle for Feeble's opponent. He was supposed to battle Tay Rock. 1 round battle between Feeble and Chilla. Fun ass battle. Chilla, obviously champion of the year, put on is a constant professional, high level battler, and Feeble found ways to just make his humor, his wit, and his creativity really match up with Chilla. Like, it's a really dope 1 round battle. I implore everybody to check it out. Go ahead and get the iBattle app. The commentary team was Duchess. It was supposed to be Duchess and Tony Bro, but get this, Vlad. Tony Bro was late. Tony Bro was so late that it made no sense for him to jump on the commentary. So you know who called the audible to make the last minute replacement? Duchess' boyfriend Chris. And so you had Chris and Duchess. You had this battle rap couple doing the commentary for iBattle. By the way, Chris is a loyal Patreon to iBattle. He loves iBattle. He goes to all the events, has the app, so he felt right at home. You know what I'm saying? He was a little nervous at first, but he felt right at home. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I've been waiting for this moment, Lex. He has Feeble versus Chilla Jones up next. Chilla Jones from Boston. Yeah, he couldn't wait, man.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
that's dope.
I didn't get a chance to actually hear their commentary. I just got to see it, and I was sitting by them, so I got a chance to listen to them as well a little bit. But like, I want to definitely go back and watch on the VOD because it's like just I don't think I've ever seen a battle rap couple do a commentary like this.
That's some degenerate stuff right there, man.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, I bet you when they got home, it was like, yo, we did that. Now we about to do that, man.
Nah, they're probably tired as hell. They're probably like,
man's turned into real sick. He was like, you just came home from the event. No need to take no bath. I'm about to iggity eat your ass. Ooh. Nah, man.
What just happened?
Blame it on the tea. I don't know, man.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Man, shout out to them, man. It's all jokes. It's all entertainment, man. Just playing around.
No, it was fantastic. Then after
shout out to Tony Bro for living up to stereotypes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After that, we get Tony Bro. Then eventually pulls up, and then him and Def are ready to go to the stage. So Kang battles Def. One of the most polished Kang performances thus far on iBattle. He was really on point. Def was also really good as well. Just felt like Kang was just a little bit more polished overall and a little bit more consistent with his aggression and the level he was performing at. But Def, very good performance from Def. I think it's a good follow-up from his Excel battle. And I still want to see the young brother keep progressing. You know what I'm saying? We got to be patient with some of the young talent. You know, sometimes you see somebody do bad and everybody be like, you know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. It's like, nah, give him the proper adequate amount of time, especially if they're newer to the battle rap scene or young in age, which he's both.
Yeah, man. Salute to that, man. And speaking of that, man, last week, I think I may have misspoke, France, when I was like, I wanted some of these iBattle guys to get out here in different leagues and really challenge themselves.
The redaction?
The redaction? Listen, and then Lex hit me with the tweet, like, we gonna stop this narrative. And he named all the people that were traveling around. I was like, damn. I was out of the loop for a hot second, you know what I mean? A couple of years and whatnot. I was like, all right, Lex, you got that one, man. You definitely got that one. But I think there's a couple of guys in mind. I'm not going to drop their names now. I'd rather, if we reach out and stuff like that, I'd rather tell them behind the scenes who I think should, you know what I mean? So I think they were on their minds, and I just kind of like said everyone, you know what I'm saying? So I'll walk that one back a little bit, man. Lex definitely let it be known that quite a few of his guys have been traveling around. So salute to those guys. I listen, man, I ain't too good to when I get proven wrong, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was talking too fast that day, but good job, Lex. You got me on that one, player.
We appreciate the redaction. You know what I'm saying? By the way, there was some legends in the house, some OGs. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Sarah Connor and Poison Pen hosting the battles. Yeah. So, and the Godmother and the OG there, front row hosting. It got that feel. You know what I'm saying? So I was real happy to see them both. They were real happy to see me. Sarah Connor pulled me and Duchess to the side during an intermission, and she just kept the cipher going. You feel me?
Oh, I
So,
feel you. You
so
ain't gotta say too much. I feel you.
you know what I'm saying? We had a fun time.
Keep it,
Big,
yeah.
big salute to the godmother. You know what I'm saying? Love Sarah Connor. Love me some Sarah Connor. After that, what battle was next? DNA pulled up about a little bit after that. He was kind of ready to go, and Dutch wasn't there yet. So DNA was like, "What the fuck is Dutch? Where Dutch at?" So DNA kind of,
come on, dog.
DNA is like, So then I think we went into a different battle after that. We went into what was after that? Jalopy and Elijah Straight. There was a little bit of an issue going on apparently with this battle. Prior to me getting there, apparently Elijah got to the venue and he left. And then Jalopy tweeted, "Elijah left the venue." And then everybody was like, "Oh, Elijah left. Elijah left." Maybe he just went to go rehearse. I don't think he left. But Jalopy definitely played into that and then used it, like started to spew a little narrative.
Propaganda.
It's a little
just dropping flyers everywhere.
Yeah, everybody worked up, do all the mental games, and they had an intense battle. Very intense battle. Yeah, it was real intense.
What you mean, like confrontational intense or like?
I mean, like competitive.
Okay, all right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jalopy, he's much more of like, I want to talk to you. I substance punch, I angle punch. I don't just bar. And, he's opening up the round with like, Elijah knows I rap with substance. So he kept this to short time limits. But nothing about his rounds was short. He still rapped as long as he desired. His rounds are like 4 or 5 minutes. So like that didn't stop.
Nobody's rounds should be 5 minutes, man. Like
that didn't stop a goddamn thing. But he was definitely on point. And Elijah, man, the creativity in his punchlines for somebody that doesn't use gun bars. I know he gets violent at times, but a lot of it, if you're listening, a lot of his punchlines have nothing to do with guns. So you're like, damn. This shit is witty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He writes very well. So I felt like they split the first 2 rounds. The third round, Jalopy had a real interesting angle that, like, I'll probably watch it back to see how I really feel about it. But in real time, it was kind of like, oh, you're in the army. You're a brother who's in the army that's going against everything in your religion in this country. And it just got real political. I was just like, I don't feel about all this right now.
So it's like, I want gun bars.
Yeah, I didn't come here for CNN. You know what I'm saying? I came to the Shroom platoon. Let's get silly. Let's get crazy. What is this?
Like you're ruining my. Stop. Too serious, bro.
It was way too serious.
All right, El Malik Shabazz, please take it easy.
It was a message that I didn't know I agree with. So I definitely had Elijah. Like I favored Elijah's third round, but I want to watch it again to at least see if the angle was constructed in a way that, like, despite how I feel about the actual angle, was it well packaged? Right. Good battle from both. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some clips out for both of them today because they both put on. After that, you get Bill Collector and Big Wok to the stage.
Big Wok, okay.
Yeah.
And that's a guy from Spaces?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. So Bill Collector wanted to give a Spaces guy some light, some shine.
Speaking of the Spaces, shout outs to Canterbury, aka Mini Fridge, also in the building. You know what I'm saying? She got to host the battles with the OG.
That's homegirl from the West Coast, right?
That's correct.
That's funny. That's funny. She's hosting with Sarah. She did look like kind of like a little protege, right?
No, she's cut from the grind time cloth.
No, that's what I'm saying. Lush, it's like a little.
She's actually related to Lush. She's actually related to Lush.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and she's GTX staff and also has her own space league. So she's got a lot of things going on within the culture itself. So being in the middle of Poison Pen and Sarah Khan is like, God, like this is really happening. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to her. It was real good. It was real good to see her.
That's a movie right there.
I gotta promote Big Wok as well because I know that's her artist. So we'll get some Big Wok and Bill.
All right.
When I saw Bill was like, "Hey, France, you fired Jay Smo yet?"
Never.
Crazy. Are you out your mind? Are you out your mind?
You know how much his deal is worth, man? For his value?
I would give him a 10-year deal if I could. You out your mind?
Give him Magic Johnson deal. I was 25-year, $25 million, man. It's gonna be a success. I want the Magic Johnson deal for Jay Smo.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
The Bill and Jay Smo connection continues to live on, so I enjoyed it. And now I got to see Bill do all the moves that he was doing outside in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So Bill just so creative, man. He was getting crazy. I had so much fun watching Bill Collector. I hadn't seen the Bill Collector battle live in a very, very, very long time. So it just brought me back to everything he does. He's gonna chain punch. He's gonna start writing some crazy shit. He's gonna get unorthodox. He's gonna get witty. He's gonna get funny, creative, aggressive, disrespectful, vivid. Bill Collector is really one of them ones, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you're very high on Bill as well.
No, absolutely, man. Bill's like, he's one of my favorite of all time. Like this dude, I really feel like people take his pen for granted. Like when you break down like the words and stuff, like he's an alien, man. He's one of these guys where I think it's just a gift, yo. He's just able to he's just a human in rhyme form, man. Like, or rhymes in human form, however you want to say it. But Bill is one of those guys, man. One of my all-time favorites. Salute to him.
Yeah, actually, the Loud Boys in general got to really put on because then Dre Dennis battled afterwards. He battled Knox. Knox went first. It was one round battle. Knox went first, and Knox was like trying to punch Dre Dennis's lights out. Okay. But Dre Dennis says, anything you can do, I can do better.
Not so fast.
I can do anything better. Yo,
no,
listen.
I was like,
yo, Dre was on point, son.
Yeah.
Dre said he had a bar. He was like, Knox. I'll put. He's like, I forgot how to set up one. But he was like, put Knox in disguise like Halloween. I was like, that's great. He has so much, bro. He has so much. Check out All Things Battle Rap on Twitter. He probably got some Dre Dennis clips out. He was firing on all cylinders, bro. He had so many back to back. They got to the point where it was like, damn, Knox tried his best, but it just didn't compare to what Dre Dennis put on today. So that was a dope 1-round battle. And then we get Dunch and DNA.
Finally.
Yeah, Dunch was kind of late, and he had like a joke. He was like, everybody was wondering, was Dunch gonna show up?
Man's out here playing games on the wrong week, man. What are you doing? Take the week for you to play games with, man. Come on.
He showed love to DNA. Beginning of his round, pretty much went to a big DNA impersonation where he just did a bunch of current event bars and DNA's like in DNA's voice, so it was real funny.
In DNA's voice was was it a good impersonation?
Hey, we can play a clip of that. We won't get flagged for that. Man. Let's go. We won't get flagged for those.
Come on, please, Lex. Come on, man.
Don't worry, I got it on the Twitters. Let me throw this up on the screen for us. We can hear this. All right.
Oh, here we go. The secret key to battle rap was you who taught me it. It's all about paying attention to the news and keeping up with the world's top events. So when I hit you with this Drake and I butt in, shit, I ain't just talking shit. When I get at him with a 22, you gonna have to watch me hit. Then I give him Then I give him 19s like COVID and make his friends have to swab his spit. And I give him ball heads like Jada and make sure you and Tupac are missed. It's like the current situation in North Korea. My rocket's lit, and you know the shit is real. So if I get these pals of mine, then you guys are stripped. CNN, yes, stop it, Clips. I'm locking in. Shit. But the secret.
It's a high impersonation, but the bars is cool though.
It was cool. But DNA, by the way, the rounds are fairly short. Like I think Dungeon round's probably like 3:30 for real. And DNA's round, fire, man, fire. I actually got a clip of it as well, but DNA got a better clip, so I'm gonna play it from DNA's page.
Let's go.
Yeah, hold on, let me see how I find this.
He had a clip here, man.
Big salute to DNA for still obviously doing this battle despite everything he's got going on, putting on for iBattle and the culture and the fans, and even having some real heartfelt bars about his mother as well. Let's play this clip.
I'm spazzing on this league. I'm lapping them with ease. I'm rapping with passion, or I can embarrass him with freeze. My mom passed from medical malpractice. You can't imagine how I grieve, but God is still good because he put me in front of a lawyer, and that's exactly what I need.
Let's go, DNA. Fire. Fire.
Oh man. Yo.
You gotta salute the the heart of a warrior that the DNA has. You know what I'm saying? Like, is just be able to just deal with all that he's dealing with. And this would be the perfect time for somebody to just be like, let me fall back, get off the internet, grieve, do what I got to do, handle stuff off the scenes or off the grid. He's like, nah, let's get back to it. I got the Street Fighter thing I got to do. I got a battle to prep for. I got shows. I got people to respond to. I got social media. I got a Halloween event. It's going down in 2 weeks. I got to promote
Halloween
for.
Havoc
So like,
on the 28th. Yeah.
So he kept the gears moving despite all this going on, and you got to salute that, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, to actually literally bury your mother on a Wednesday and then battle on a Saturday, and I'm pretty sure dealing with lawyers and back and forth, and like you said, all the other obligations he has to do and still doing his social media stuff. Like, I guess, the world doesn't stop. I mean, it's just more responsibilities on hand and stuff like that. But I definitely want to salute him, man, for, keeping his head up and his chest out and just, showing people how to handle different situations with class, even going through such adversity. So salute to DNA, man. Still on point with the rhymes and everything, with everything going on. So salute, DNA.
Yeah. Much love to DNA. And that's ibattle, man. That's ibattle.
Yeah.
ibattle was a fun John, man. I really enjoyed myself out there, as always. You know what I'm saying? And big salute to Lex. Huh? Oh, well, yeah. Well, before we get to that, I was going to say, I don't know if Lex really is going to take the break that he said he's going to take, or after that event, he's like, all right, man, I'm still.
Yeah, he was, I don't know. Twitter. He said, if I didn't like all these people that are on my roster, I would have walked away if they was all, assholes and all that stuff. So I don't think Lex is going anywhere, but I definitely think,
hey, listen, take a break.
He definitely wouldn't mind taking a little break, but I don't think he's going to abandon ship though.
Let me tell you this: take a break because I'm taking a break. All right, after Wednesday, I'm out for at least 7 days. Letting y'all know this right now. Okay, so we'll be back to cover Rome and Halloween Havoc and all that. But I need at least 7, 8, 9 days, maybe 10.
Take them days, player. Take them days, player.
Oh, and last battle of the night, it happened late because I guess somebody got there late. Ty Law, we got to see a Ty Law appearance. You don't get that too often, right? Ty Law battled Dexter, another one of the prominent punches on their league, and Dexter's really tall too. So both of them 6 foot plus giants just aggressively yelling at each other, punching themselves to death. Fun battle. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't got a chance to see a Ty Law battle as of recently. You'll like that one. Dope. It reminds you how funny he is too, because Ty Law got a lot of humor in him as well. So he got a chance to really flex the funny bone and show like I could do more than just punch too. And that's a puncher that doesn't get a lot of praise. I think that he deserves from time to time for being around for as long as he has, and he's one of those guys for sure.
Salute. Ty Law. France, man. Before we close out, we're going to go to the I Heard report. I mean, we have a full separate video for that. Do you want to touch base real quickly?
Might as well, man. We saved it all the way to the end, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we want to give you the stuff that we actually saw with our own eyes, but now the stuff that we heard, wink, wink, you know what I mean? Let's get to those, man, and then give the folks a little recap of the 3-day weekend.
All right. So briefly, we had finals exams on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I heard Bandit and Rada had a nice little dope back and forth, and Rada had a third round directed towards P. So he wasn't the only person to catch a round this weekend. So it looks like P's been on a lot of people's gripe list. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, what was weird was Rada was like, I heard this from somebody else, and P, I guess, was like, yo, man, what'd you hear? Well, that's wrong. This person was lying to you. Ryder's like, well, hey, man, my material's already written, bro. So you're going to catch these shots anyway. You know what I'm saying? P was Suge Knighting his way into all the post-game interviews, putting the arm around
I feel like
chest.
I feel like Ryder didn't fully stand up. Like in the post-game interview, I feel like Riley didn't fully stand on it. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
he found the exit. He found the exit, man.
He was like, I ain't planning to be that way. Uncle Ra was like, you wrote the rounds. You definitely planned it to be this way. What do you mean?
But when it was based off a lie, right? Yeah, you tell him that. He was like, tell him that it wasn't true and this and that. I'm like,
I also didn't
what's
like
happening right here, man.
I also didn't like the whole like P was like, well, you saw T-Top on Summer Madness and he's here now, right? It's like, are we comparing T-Top's career to Ryder's career? Are we out of our minds here? Like, where's the gray area? Where is this strange distinction that
he's like, hey man, you know you're always asking for those bigger names. Now you get a chance to be the A side, and you get a chance to be the big homie, and finally give someone a shot. How's it feel to give someone a shot? I was like, oh man, like this ain't the same situation, B. You know what I'm saying? It's the same situation, bro.
It's so far from the same situation that to the point where it's like, look, I'll be honest. I like Vlad as a talent. I think he definitely is underutilized and could be used more for situations like this one and different variations of cards. Is he a talent that I could see being on Noman Summer Madness? Probably not. Right. And he's been around for a long time. People say he peaked on his way into the league than where he has where he's at now. So I don't know if he can really reach. Right.
That is wild to say. Like you
right
peaked before you got into the oh my gosh.
So as a talent, as much as I do like him, can he make it to those stages? I don't think that he can, but does he deserve the opportunities? Well, shit, man. If Stumbles to get a Twork battle in Glue Easy, which is probably more in line with him than comparing him to T-Top, I wouldn't mind seeing Ryder finally get one of those opportunities. They're like, the last battle was Twork. He's like, who booked it here? Like, respectfully, a 1-round battle with Twork on band doesn't change nobody's stock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's give this guy something proper for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he got to be on known with Summer Madness volume, but like, you know what I'm saying? I think he could be used a little bit more. And if not, bro, like you see where the market's at right now.
Hell, the market's wide open, man. There's places to play pickup ball everywhere, yo.
You feel me? So moving on from the I heard, let's chop up Friday faster because I want to get to Saturday.
Let's go.
I heard Dice first 3-round battle was very successful. People are saying he beat Real Deal. That's one I got to see for myself. They're very contrasting styles, so I want to see how that looked. KCJ strikes again,
and this one with certainty, you can say that she struck. This ain't we don't need no second, third, fourth party letting us know what happened. Got him up out of here.
Got him up out of here.
Oh my gosh,
Mozzie failed his test. He's the only one I'll say failed his test.
Oof, that's nasty work right there, man.
Yeah, you gotta get back in the lab, B. Fonz and Wusa, you know what I'm saying? Very good punch fest. Wusa rose to the occasion. Fonz is just exceptional, much more polished, and is one of the best guys in this league. But Wu has nothing to hang his head on. Salute to him. He didn't win that battle, y'all. I see what y'all doing out there. Every time somebody don't go y'all direction, y'all say battle of the night. I know the game. I play this game. He didn't win that battle, respectfully. He did good though. Capo, yeah, salute.
Hey, I think France. I think you owe him a little bit more than just that, player. You know what I'm saying? The last time we was on the airwaves, you were like, I do not believe. All right, you said all that. Now, first person, you had your POV, but from you heard. You had your first person. Tell us about that and make it just as loud as your I do not believe was, France. Come on, play. And look here, playboy. France, I wore this hat just for this purpose. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Capo bravado, you heard me? France owes you an apology. You heard me?
You become Bash Money. What's going on here?
I listen, man. France, first you go ahead, then I'm going to go ahead, player. You know what I mean?
All right, look, listen. He's been battling a lot. There's been some inconsistencies this year, maybe due to the volume. He has a great persona. He's probably the person that could shine the most as a personality outside of the ring from this class, which is something you look forward to because he could draw attention. He could become a draw. He can be somebody that you could probably eventually lead up to be a headliner. I see all that. But within the ring, I wasn't 100% sold on his talents because I'm just like, can he really compete at the highest of levels? You know what I'm saying? And I think beating the T-Top and Martinis is at least a very much a good checkpoint to say you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt and keep seeing. You know what I'm saying? So even if I personally wasn't that much of a believer, he proved me wrong in that instance where it's like he didn't fold. He definitely passed his test. I actually have him beating T-Top. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to salute that. I was wrong. I'll still be watching with an eye open because, it takes a little bit of time for you to really like say, all right, you know what? You have arrived. You know what I'm saying? We still need to say more than once. And hopefully he takes this momentum that he's just built off this T-Top battle and moves strategically moving forward. But he's been consistently with this stance. He says, listen, I know I ain't got it all the way together, but I'm dedicated to the game. Put me against these vets. I want top names that'll really bring the best out of me. And once I figure it out, you're gonna see a very dangerous battle rapper. And you know what? To be determined. Salute to Capo.
Yo, salute to him and everything he did in the ring with T-Top. But France, I would have saluted him for what he's doing outside of the ring, right?
Very good outside of the ring.
Dude's name's been everywhere, even before I knew that he battle rap or whatever. So, but as I'm watching him, unlike the 85 to 91% of the other battle rappers out there, this man's actually got a game plan. Like, he has a clear vision, direction, and game plan that he's working. Many people get into battle rap and it's just like
a brand outside of it. He's good.
Right. He's a brand and he's moving like a real businessman, like somebody who's got their head on his shoulders. A lot of people come into the game and it's just like, all right, man, well, whoever you guys want to give me, and sure, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then they're doing nothing outside of it. And I've just been watching this dude as he moves through the game, and he has a clear direction of where he wants to go. The game plan is there. And then when he was talking to Uncle Rod, he was just like, yo, man, like, I got businesses going on outside. I'm here to I'm gonna make the company money. I'm gonna show them like, yo, don't even worry about the bread right now. Just give me the talent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't know. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not comparing him to Easy the Block Captain at all. I'm not saying that. We've seen Easy prove this 12, 13, 14 times in a row. But what I'm saying is that the man's seen the path that Easy took, and he's like, wait a minute, I have an outside reputation that I could bring to battle rap. I don't need the big bread. And he claims he's not on let me not say he claims, he says he's not on a contract, which I don't know how that happens, but he says he's not on a contract, but he's like, yo, just give me the names. I want to knock these names out the box and we'll get to the bread later and stuff. And then he had shouted out his man who was on the other side of the street. Dollar Bill. And I mean, we can say it because we can say what we want. You know what I'm saying? Dollar Bill was performing on the RBE intake card, right? And he goes, yo, shout out to my man Dollar Bill. He's doing big things over there. What he's doing tonight, shout out to him. I don't know if what I can see on your camera, And I was like, yo, he's smart enough to know I'm not going to play these political games. I'm over here on URL. I'm not even going to mention RBE's name. I'm not even going to say no names. So the dude is conscious enough. He's moving with his brand. He's got a clear game plan. He's got to make sure that the bars and everything, the battles live up to the hype. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got the outside hype where he's doing everything that the other guys struggle to do, I feel like. So if the battles can match, you got somebody else to throw in the mix, man, that people are going to want to see.
He's got some promise. He's got some promise for sure. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see the talent match.
Stay consistent.
Persona.
Yeah, stay consistent. I hear you. I hear you, France. I'm looking too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still got one eye open. You know what I'm saying? No NBS, but going on to Saturday. Going on to Saturday, Eunice and Hustle did not go down Friday. Hustle did not pull up, so I guess they went down on Civil War. I said it as simple as this: Hustle not battling SmackDown in front of her. All right, that's what I think. It's that simple. So they opened up Civil War 4. I heard they had a really dope back and forth battle. You know what I'm saying? There's clips out on 15 Minutes of Fame. So it sounds like Eunice obviously excelled in his opportunity. Sounds like Hustle does what Hustle always does and performs at a high level. Can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And again, this is the I heard report. So this is just strictly off the timeline. People telling me, and the clips is on 15 Minutes of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make no judgment. I'm gonna just tell you what's circulating. I'm gonna tell you what's circulating. Feel me?
Shout out to Hustle, who immediately bounced after that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course. You know why?
Yeah, she couldn't be in the building because that other girl was in the building. You know what I'm saying? So she paid respect. She said, hey, all right, man, y'all paid me the racks. I'm going to leave. It's okay. I'm going to let the other girl rap, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I was going to say something about it.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm going to leave it alone. I promise I'm going to leave it alone.
Relax,
so then we get Kid Chaos and Loso to the stage, you know what I'm saying? And I was on Loso's bumper this whole week. I was like, hey, Loso, you got a lot of activity going on, in your life. You ready? You know,
his timeline be jumping, man.
His timeline be jumping.
Grandma here, he's in the club over there. He's shooting skits over here.
So I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on? He was like, don't worry, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? And he got in the dojo. You know what I'm saying? And did his thing. I seen some clips of Loso Kid Cass. Like it was a good battle. Did see some tweets out there from people that were watching that said that like Loso's first round had a little bit of turbulence, which I probably was anticipating. He's also battling a lot too. He battled 2 weeks prior to this. He has a 1-rounder after this, and he's got Danny Myers a week after that. Yikes. So he's got a lot on his plate. I would it doesn't surprise me that he has a moment where he stumbles or something. And I heard Kid Chaos had a very good performance. Just clips on 15 Minutes of Fame for both of them. Wait for that battle to drop. I can't wait to see how that turned out to be. Sounds like they both give each other a lot of praise after the battle as well on the timeline. Kid Chaos saying, he's one of his favorites. He motivates him, and also saying thank you for the war. So it sounded like I had a dope battle. Then we get to Coffee and Shuni, right? Now listen. Okay, let me see if I can get Shuni's tweet. Let me see if I get Shuni's tweet on the screen, all right? Because this one, because this tweet is the one that probably says everything that we need to know. We ain't got to do the I heard report. We could just redo the I read Shuni's tweet.
She said
I could do the I read tweet. I could read the I read Shuni's tweet report. She said fire battle. In my opinion, is how I call it. First is debatable. Second, we both stumbled, but I feel like I got it. Third, she got the third. I choked and I got it back with the tear eye emoji. Battle has a lot of replay value. I'm not mad at 2-1 either way, but in the building, it did feel like she won. I feel like I got to watch it back. That's very honorable of her, though. You know what I'm saying? Because she truly felt like she won the battle. She didn't have to say all that. But you always said this, Vlad. Like in competitive battles, choking in your third round has always been something that kind of just leaves the shit empty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't win a judge battle choking in your third round either. So the same applies in real life. So
Shuni. Come on, girl. Hey, girl. Oh, girl. What we doing, man? Like, how many times have we seen this movie? Like, Shuni, we want the best for you. We really do, man. But these opportunities come around. You and Hustle on Chrome 23 is supposed to be through the roof, magical. We get this. You and Coffee, you know what I'm saying, we get this. You did your thing versus Shook. That was one of them ones, but it's like, come on, man, you gotta get these girls up out of here. Like, and then you want Jazz. Like, man, you gonna do this against Jazz? Like, let's go get. Oh my goodness, Francis. Now my computer is choking because I'm talking about Shuni. Look at this nonsense, man. France, I'll be right back. Please take over.
Yeah, go ahead. Come right back, man. Listen, man. Hey, I'm ready to push the narrative button. I got an agenda to push. You know what I'm saying? After this battle by Coffee here. Again, I didn't see the battle. We didn't see the battle, but we've heard all the people tweeting out what happened to Shuni's third round. Shuni's tweet kind of pretty much alludes to conceding, losing in the building. You know what I'm saying? And you got to respect the battle rapper when they say that, because they could just front or they could just pull a big K and be like, listen, it's a 30 sack of work. Or it might be a 20 sack of work. But Shuni did the honorable thing. And now that this might be a win for Coffee, you know what I'm saying? She's got Gemini coming up at the end of this year. She's going out to Premier Battles to battle Gemini next. Coffee's battling Gemini next, Vlad, as you know. And so listen, real quick. I got an agenda to push, Vlad. I'm ready.
Oh, what's that?
I got a narrative here. Get this. This is a clip. Coffee's 2023 is better than the year she actually won WOTY. So I think she has officially re-entered the WOTY contention conversation. All right. There's 6 battles. All right. 5 of them is complete. All right. 4 of them on 4 different leagues. 3 of them are main events. 2 of them got a passport stamp. 1 more chance to get another WOTY. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get France pushing the agenda over here, man. How many coffee beans did she slide over to you, player? You got stock in the company now?
A few.
What was this, RBE now? You know what I'm saying? Coffee handing out stocks to media people now. What's going on?
Nah. I mean, I'm on the panel, so I get a chance to speak as freely. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So now that, because I'm not involved in that situation, I could say how I can really speak how I want to speak.
No, I hear you, man.
I mean, the race is still very wide open. It's just Hustle, Jazz, and I guess now Coffee was entered the conversation. So it's not like it's the gap can be closed. And she got Gemini next month.
I have to say this, man. Apologize for my computer. Oh, A.Ward's in the house. What up, Wizzle?
All right.
Hey, Wizzle's in the building, man. Salute to you in that executive decision you pulled this weekend, man.
That
was a real boss move right there, man. That was a real boss move. France definitely timestamped that. You know what I'm saying? Clientele privileges for sure. You know what I mean? You got your own section on the timeline there.
You know, we got a quote graphic coming out too. You know what I'm saying?
Know that play, boy. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Jersey. But yo, Coffee. I gotta call a ball and a strike. When you came back versus Twork, that one was not the one. The Snake Eyes battle, both of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
It's a win.
I get it though. You will come. It is a win. It is a win, and a win against a formidable man, right? The battle itself, but since then though, you've been hitting your stride. It's not even just not losing. Like, she's been dope. Like, I feel like she hit her rhythm. She's found her pocket. The timing is back. You know what I mean? She's accentuating on the punchlines. You know, it feels like there's a little bit of restructuring, a little bit of reprogramming that went on. And Coffee, you've been doing your thing. You know me, man. I'm hard on them, France. You know what I'm saying? Like, we judge the men as we do the women, because this is rhythm and poetry. It's all about the writing. And when it's not there, it's not there. And we just call it how we see it. But she's been on one, man. And yo, Gemini ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? As far as UK battlers go, he's on my short list. You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, we got an old interview from Gemini from years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Gemini's got a Summer Madness under his belt. He's more than you can say about a lot of people on the league that was complaining about P.
Jim's over there like, hey, yo, blood. I can't go over here give me a Summer Madness, eh? I can't get no Summer Madness. Summer Madness ting. Yo, blood, you can't get no Summer Madness ting. Man, them over there battling in the basement, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Waste, man, yo. Come on, dog. Yo, where's the food, man? Food, man. Right, I got no food, man. We control things here on the ends. Yeah? Isn't it? Yeah. So, listen, man. Gemini, man. He's no joke. That is a test out there. If Coffee goes out there and gets crazy on Gemini, like you said, man, she's out there in UK, she's out there in Canada, she's crossing borders, man. She's been on fire. I got nothing bad to say now. She's bounced back, B. The first couple of joints, but Coffee's been on fire, man. Salute to you, homegirl.
Yeah, let's keep breezing through. I got about 10 more minutes in this bitch.
All right, let's go, player.
So we also got the I heard for Chester Swervoo. I heard that was battle of the night, so I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the people were rooting for, they didn't get a chance to win, so they got to praise them both. Now I'm playing, but it looked like they had a real explosive battle. I seen the back and forth. More importantly, though, there's a clip on 15 Minutes of Fame where Smack is giving Swervoo praise. Yeah. He says, "Yo, I'm proud of you." You know what I'm saying? He's giving him very high praise, and I think that little cosign right there is a significant moment for Swervoo, because after his Cortez breakout performance, like, there was real promise. Like, there was real, like, yo, this guy could make it to Gnome if he just stays consistent at this level.
I mean, he made it to Gnome Pack.
And he technically did, right? I mean, it wasn't a single Gnome, but you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me see if I get this on the screen real fast.
Let's go.
Listen, man.
Heat it up just a little bit, though.
Congratulations to Swervoo, you know what I'm saying? He had a hell of a performance with chess, you know what I'm saying? Probably, like, you know what I'm saying, one of my top 5 battles of the year so far. You understand what I'm saying? Yo,
diamonds,
I'm proud of you, dogs. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing, man. You did what you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I held that slot personally for you, and you know what I mean? You took the opportunity and capitalized and, you know what I mean, show what you bring it to the culture. So I appreciate that. And
all right.
No bigger words than that, right?
Facts. Salute to him, man. Can't see that battle. Can't wait to see that battle.
Facts.
See what happens. You know what I'm saying? What else, player?
We also had what else went down on Civil War? Jack Boy and Twork went down on Civil War, of course. And,
Jack Boy pulls a "I'm gonna talk to Smack" move in the third.
Oh wait, actually no. Before we get to Jack and Twork, the Nitty battle.
Oh,
you know what what I'm saying? This is another one where I don't even got to do the I heard report. You could just go directly to the interview. And Nitty says in his interview, you know what I'm saying, verbatim. Let me see. I have this clip. I have this quote saved here. He says, was Footz, the question was Footz better than you expected? He definitely was, says Nitty. And he says, I ain't gonna lie, I got caught slipping.
Damn, good. That's insane right there. Yeah.
I mean, it's also a clip of the battle where they're chanting out 3-0 in Martinis for Nitty, and I'm just like, damn. I mean, for Footz against Nitty and Martinis, I'm like, damn, bro, like what just transpired here? You know what I'm saying?
Just messed up the whole, what they call that joint, the butterfly effect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, but that's
man, Footz just stepped in the wave and just changed the course of history for right now.
Well, that's why a lot of people were just concerned with the battle, because I guess they know that Footz is extremely talented. They didn't see it as like this is a light work mission where Nitty could go kill him. They saw it as like, yo, you're battling somebody that's talented, hungry, and has nothing but time on their hands while you're on your 4th battle in 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's battled Ace, he's battled Jazz, he's battled Ilmac. You know what I'm saying? Now he's battling Footz, and he's got Clips a week after that. So it's 5 battles in the span of 2 months, pretty much.
Oh, Clips one is.
It's still 5 battles you got to prepare for in 2 months.
That's a fact, man. But for the people that ride the Lux bandwagon, and for the folks that were looking for a reason to give that Lux battle a hit, man, I feel like they just found themselves a perfect excuse and opportunity to definitely say why Rum and Lux shouldn't go down. But that's a battle that should still happen at some point, sometime. But but I guess on the flip side, we should salute Footz for stepping up and doing what he needed to do.
Yes.
It's in his backyard and all that, but it doesn't matter because Rum Nitty goes anywhere and kicks ass. But you showed up, you did your thing, you got Rum to admit that he got, he got touched up in that battle for sure.
I mean, there was always an argument that like, if you wanted to argue like, hey, the Castro battle is debatable, his Flair battle is debatable, his Jerry battle is debatable, you can have him obviously winning all those battles, but if you have him losing them, it wasn't a far-fetched opinion either. But the most important part to highlight was that he was the one standing in front of the best performances out of the entire class, because that Castro that night was better than the Chester Flair beat. It was a very good Castro. The Jerry Wesley stood in front of arguably the best performance that weekend, and damn near propelled Jerry to be on Gnome and Summer Madness. So like, you got in front of somebody who's already difficult to beat while they were on fire. You know what I'm saying? And then the same with Souffleur, even though Souffleur was a bit inconsistent in the battle. The point is, he stood in front of difficult assignments. So he probably was as war tested as anybody else, just hadn't gotten the big name yet. And now that he got the big name with the victory, you got to capitalize. You know what I'm saying? Don't be silent after this. All I'm going to say, don't stay silent. Take full advantage of this opportunity that you were given in the ring and outside of it. That's what matters as well. The promo was good. I enjoyed the promo. Sounds like you had a lot of substance and a very good performance in the battle. Of course, it was in Martinis, right? So you're going to have the people that dislike Footz be like, well, can he do it on the road? Can he do it on the road? And, that's TBD. But the point is, as of right now, you got to salute, respect what he just did. But I do want to see him capitalize post-battle with this momentum and this victory. If he, you know what I'm saying?
You got to, man. You had the promo leading up to the battle. You delivered in the battle. Now you got to follow up. Holla at 3-Letter Man. Get on his show. I'm sure he'll be more than happy. PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Look at my man Footz in the house.
Compromise. It's compromise 3 in the house.
To the toes. I love it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Word. Nitty, you know what I'm saying?
Compromise Reloaded, man.
Word, man. Shout out to 3 for holding his own down versus Miss Hustle in them spaces. 3 was like, damn, it's a recorded space. I can't talk too crazy to this young lady. Let me behave myself. And she was like, 3, you compromise. You ain't want to talk about the biggest event that happened in battle.
Sweetheart, you compromise, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. I ain't compromise, sweetheart. I suck toes and bang out every day, sweetheart. Yo, but he said that. That's a direct quote from 3-Letter Man. He sucks toes and every day. You know what I'm saying? That's how he stays so young. You know what I mean? Yeah. Word. Boom, bap, boom, clap. But I ain't like Hustle calling him sweetheart like that though, man. I don't know. 3, you gonna have to fall back from the spaces sometimes. 3, I don't like what they be doing in there, man. If Verb be watching, I don't like it. 3, I don't like it.
I've completely fell back from the spaces, 100%.
Hey, you know the one of the goats in media put out a clip that I just couldn't help but click on it, man. You know what I'm saying? But 3, man, don't let him do that to you anymore. I don't like that. 3, Verb, hold your man down, Verb. All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, so Twork and Jack Boy sounded like they also had a very good back and forth. Jack Boy had a 3rd round, also catered a little bit to Smack and P. Ended up walking off at the end of his 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? So looks like everybody had a message to send. I didn't see any interviews of Jack Boy post battle, so I hope that he does do some talking a little bit more about how he felt. He also has his own platform. He goes live on his own channel, so maybe he'll do it on his own channel today. But don't stay silent after a performance like this, because it's already not live. You know what I'm saying? It was a big opportunity for you. We want to hear your thoughts and your emotions in the battle and after the battle. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Smack is tired of y'all talking to him too. I saw the clip. I saw the look on Smack's face like, where's this guy going with this? Like, oh, come on, Shine. Like, Smack's tired of all this, man. Yeah. France, you want to just announce the band battles that happen and the battles that people can look forward to?
So on band, we had O-Red versus Stumbles, Kid Slave versus Cortez, C3 versus Tink the Demon, Clean Paper versus Your Honor, and last but not least, Chef Troy versus Swamp. Before we close out, I just want to say I was a bit confused that Trez and Swamp was a band battle and not a announced battle. Like, that's a battle where it's like these are 2 of your top mid to top tier like talents. That's one signed to the league, one isn't. But the point is they're both prominent names that if you put them together, they can headline a card in the South and they will draw the attention. So I was just shocked to see them be banned. But more importantly, at the end of the day, you have to put the onus on the artist, right? They accepted the terms and conditions of the battle. So while I'm a little upset that URL made this a band battle, I also have to be equally upset that Swamp and Chef Trez had no problem accepting a band battle for the type of magnitude of a match they could have. So they also undersold themselves.
It is what it is at that point, man. But some good battles to look forward to.
And Trez about to battle twice this weekend.
France, I ain't want to mention that at the beginning of the show.
You know.
But I did think that too.
But it sounded like him and Swamp was fire. And if anything, Trez is one of the only guys so far this year that volume hasn't fully affected him. He's battled a lot, but his substance is always fairly consistent. So he's one of the few that can sustain that level of performance despite battling a lot. I can't wait to see what that battle looks like. Sound like a very good battle. Swamp also sent the message to Smack in the battle. I seen clips.
Smack is tired, yeah. Smack is tired, man. Smack like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't make none of y'all happy.
I got 2 court cases I'm fighting. Battlers on my back. Everybody think I'm a gazillionaire. Like, chill, B. Chill.
Can't make nobody happy. But you know, I can't wait to see the battle. Still upset it's a band battle. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not happy about that. But
big dog. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? We're gonna sit there and wait for the damn battles to drop, man. So is that all we got on the block today, friends?
That is all, sir.
That's it, player. Hey, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, man. Once again, he is France. I'm Vlad. This is Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast. You know, follow us on all socials at LTBR Podcast. Log on to letstalkbattlerap.com for in-depth reviews of all battles that happened this weekend and the events and battle ratings and all that stuff. All the goodness you can find on letstalkbattlerap.com. Thank you guys for rocking out with another Twitter Live. And we will be back next week live once again. So I need you guys to share, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, man. Share it out. Let everyone know Monday mornings you got something to look forward to on Twitter Live, man. So we are taking this thing over. We appreciate everyone that tuned in today. Jay Black, A.Ward, JP runs this, Dread, everyone that tuned in, man. A.O. whatever your name is, my bad, big dog. Mike Masters. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in. We will be back next week, man. Salute. We'll see you guys. Peace.